What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make 5 awesome, easy to make, great looking animal related builds. So I have 5 of them for you here. Each one of them are tailored towards a different particular mob in Minecraft, and in this video I will show you how to make every single one of these. But first, I'm going to show you every single house. Try before you buy. So, as I show you each house, I'll leave on the screen and in the description the time in the video that I do actually show the tutorial for how to make each individual house. That might be a difficult sentence to understand. I'm not quite sure I understand it thinking about it in my mind right now, but you guys will pick up what I'm talking about in just a second. So, for instance, this is the first house that I've made. This is a cute, modern little dog house that would fit into, say, more suburban style builds and more modern style builds. We have our lovely little show dog in here. His name is Snow, although it doesn't display that as he is being a bit grumpy because he doesn't like to be in his doghouse. We'll let him run around for a bit of a walk. Please don't pee anywhere. However, you should see on the screen right now, and like I said, in the description below, you'll find where in the video you can go to actually make this house. It's an awesome little doghouse, barely takes any time whatsoever. So let me show you this second build. This second build right here is a cat house. I love this thing. It's kind of a mix between like a cat playhouse. You know those towers that they like scratch? It's kind of like a scratching post come little miniature cat house. You walk up the side of here very carefully along all of these boards. You'd eventually get up to the top, except you can't because you're not a cat. And inside the cat house we have a lovely little cat which doesn't have his name displayed once again. It might be because I don't have the hood on, I'm not entirely sure, but that particular cat's name I do believe is Mr. Whiskers. That is the second animal house. Awesome little build. Now this third house, this is a miniature chicken coop. And all of these houses, they have fences on, by the way, and that is just so that the animals don't escape. That is my pet chicken, KFC, once again. For whatever reason, his name isn't displayed, but this is an awesome little chicken coop, miniature. If you wanted to add, say, like a dropper or a hopper, I think it's actually called a hopper in there to actually collect the eggs, then you could easily add that if you did want to keep him in there and keep the thing functional. That'd be very, very easy to do, but it's an awesome little chicken coop, barely takes any time to make whatsoever. So that is the third build. The fourth build is an awesome miniature little stables, and in this stables we have, you guys might be able to predict the name of my horse. It's Cinnamon. Hello, Cinnamon. Do you have anything to say? You always do, don't you? Yeah, well, I'm just going to shut your stable, because you know that you're not allowed to tell people to do that. You must ask them politely. So I'm just going to shut this door. You're not allowed to roam like KFC, Mr. Whiskers, and Snow. You're just not allowed to do it. You'll stay in there for being naughty. So this is the miniature stables. Very great looking build. Easy to make. Looks fantastic. Actually very functional, just like all of the other builds. If you want to make that, once again, the timestamp will be on the screen and in the description below. Plus, you can add flowers and stuff to this, and it's actually suitable for multiple horses because it is quite big. Now, the fifth and final build, this is a miniature pig pen / pigsty. In here, we do have our resident pig. Unfortunately, once again, Bacon is not having his name displayed, and I'm not sure why that is, but he's going to go and roam into the world, maybe walk into the nether, maybe he'll even make it back home one day. But Bacon is enjoying the outside world, but this is his pen. Extremely easy to make. It actually looks like a sort of like pig pen that you might see in like a farmer's field or something. That's where the inspiration for this comes from. They have little shelters like this if you've ever drove in the countryside or whatever. They have loads and loads of these lined up in fields, and pigs tend to live in these. Bacon is no exception, and I wish that he had a little friend. It's not very big, so unfortunately I can't introduce my secondary pig, Sausage, into his little home. But those, ladies and gentlemen, are my 5 animal/mob related builds. He's going to go and say hello to Cinnamon now. If you enjoy these sort of videos, please do remember to let me know down there in the comment section. I'm really not sure about these particular set of builds. I don't know if you guys will enjoy them or not. You will have to let me know. Please do. If you enjoy the video, please do like it. Subscribe to the channel for more. Click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all of my videos sent directly to your sub box. Also, say hello. I'd like to say hello back. But that's more than enough waffling on. Why don't I actually show you how to make these, starting with the doghouse. So if you want to make the doghouse, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some red hardened clay, some quartz slabs, some white stained glass blocks, some quartz stairs, some dark oak fence gates, some dark oak fence, some lime hardened clay, and some green hardened clay. Now both of those two clays are optional. You don't need these if you don't want them. Normal grass might do you just fine. It's completely up to you. So once you have each one of your materials, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making mine in front of my realistic suburban house. Well, you're going to want to begin this build by looking down at the ground, and you want to do a row of 3 red stained clay in a row on the floor. That's 1, 2, 3. Preferably going backwards from where you want to make the doghouse. Take that third block, extend it to the right by 2, 1, 2. Then take that second block, extend it towards you by 2, 1, 2, and that will create an N shape on the ground. Then add an additional layer of red on top of your N shape, and that will give you the walls to the doghouse. This 2-block space here is where the dog is going to walk in and out. We now want to add a little bit of a roof on this, so we're going to add quartz slab to the left and right hand side of the doghouse, coming out of the upper half of the red stained clay, like this. We want to make it pop out of the upper half of the red stained clay. We then want to do a row of quartz slab coming inwards that is half a row higher and on top of the red stained clay, like that. Then place a row of 3 white stained glass block directly in between those 2 layers of quartz slab. Then add an additional layer of quartz slab in front of your layer of quartz slabs and connect them together at the top like this. So you want to connect them together diagonally at the top, forming a nice triangular shape. Do the same thing on the back, so extend them 1 block backwards like this, and also place 1 at the top. So now you can get some light coming into your doghouse. It looks great and it gives a nice modern feel, plus it adds a little bit of detail. Also, take out your quartz stairs, place upside down quartz stairs in front of the bottom 2 red stained clay blocks at the front of the doghouse, connect them upwards using dark oak fence, and add a dark oak fence gate in between the 2. And plus, if you want to do the floor for your doghouse, this depends on you. You can fill in the floor with oak wood planks or whatever your material of choice is. That is completely up to you. And in doing that, we have defeated and deleted the dark oak fence gate, so I'm just going to place that there. And if you do want to create a little bit of a grassy effect around your doghouse, you might just want to destroy, say, a row all the way around your doghouse. And what I like to do, which adds a nice modern feel, or at the very least a nice clean feel, is I like to add horizontal rows of lime hardened clay, followed by green hardened clay around some of my builds. And this really does help them to blend it just kind of like, it puts a nice finish around the build. So you might want to do that and you'll have an awesome looking doghouse. As you can see, it fits in very nicely with my realistic suburban house. And that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, my very first animal related build. Let me show you how to make this second one, the cat house. This is the second tutorial to make the cat house. If you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some spruce wood, some oak wood fence, some oak wood slabs, some spruce wood slabs, some spruce wood stairs, some dark oak fence gate, and maybe even a little dark oak wood fence itself. Now, once you have each one of these materials, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making mine next to my ultimate survival house number 3. I don't really want to make it indoors because I kind of want it to be on display as I walk around my world, but you do need a little bit of a height. You need a heighty room, and it also does take up a little bit of floor space. But we're going to begin by placing a spruce wood block on the ground. Then place 4 oak wood fence on top of each other, on top of the spruce wood. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Place a spruce wood, then place oak wood slabs all the way around the spruce wood. So place oak wood slabs all the way around the spruce wood, going around the top half of it, like this to create a nice little platform. Place a spruce wood on top of each one of the 4 corners of the platform. Then, place oak wood slabs on top of each one of the 4 spruce. Connect them together front to back. Then, place a layer of oak wood slabs that goes on the left half of the house going from front to back, and also comes across the right hand half of the house front to back. So it's on the side of the rows of spruce like this. We also want to connect them together at the top, coming across the top front to back. So you want to have a layer of oak wood slabs that comes front to back, just above, half a row above, just to create a nice little roof. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's kind of harder to say than it is to display on the screen. Now, if you want to keep your kitty cats happy, you'll probably want to add some dark oak fence to the left, right-hand side, and the back of the house. So you want to add some dark oak fence at the back, left-hand side, and the right-hand side of the house, and that will mean that the cat can't accidentally fall out. Plus, if you want to keep it trapped in there, which is something that you might have to do, honestly, they do like to run away, you might want to place a fence gate on the front of that. However, now what we want to do is we want to now connect this down to the ground. So, to do this, we're just going to take out, you know what, we'll do the base, and then I'll tell you how you can connect it upwards. Come down to the base of your cat house. You want to destroy a layer of grass, or whatever the flooring is, all the way around the base of your cat house, going around your spruce wood. Then, you want to destroy a row of free grass in front of your cat house, and a row of free grass behind your row of cat house. So you want to have like a rectangular shape on the ground. Fill this area in with oak wood planks or oak wood slabs or whatever material you think would go very well. If you want it to kind of look like a carpet, then add something that you would think would look like a nice carpet. Destroy all the way around your rectangular shape and fill the area in with spruce wood, facing upwards preferably, because I kind of like the effect of this. Once again, if you kind of just want like a carpet effect, then just leave the area blank. Now we have to connect the cat house from the top to the bottom. So the way that I did this is very simple. I started on this front left hand corner block at the bottom. I placed a spruce wood slab on top of it. I placed one behind it, then one on top. One behind, one on top. One behind, one on top, and then as I got closer to the corner, I extended it like more rapidly, so like one behind, one on top, then two behind, like as I approached the corner. And then as I turn the corner, I like place one coming towards, and then I like to just place another up, another, come back. Like I want like a smooth ascension. Like I'm not explaining this very well at all, but I kind of want to I kind of want it to be like a smooth ride up. I don't want it to be like a big, like a jackety sort of like walk upwards. I kind of want it to come up smoothly. Like you'll figure out the pace of the blocks that you have to place. Like you'll eventually just reach like the top, and you'll either be a couple of blocks short or you won't, basically. Like it's kind of difficult to explain, but if you kind of go up and you follow like one up, one behind, like if you make it like smooth on the corners to walk around so that it's not difficult, and you could actually place I think I've placed the blocks in such a way that we can actually walk up here as well, which I didn't achieve in my last house. But there you go. Hopefully I've given you enough that you can also create that very, very simple walkway. I don't know why I'm trying to overcomplicate this, but that is the second of my mob houses, guys. That is the cat house. Why don't I show you how to make the third one, the chicken house? This is the third tutorial, which will show you how to make the chicken coop. So to make it, you will need some spruce wood, some oak wood fence, some spruce wood stairs, some spruce wood slabs, some oak wood slabs, some white stained glass block, and some spruce gates, if you want your feathery friend to not run away. So grab all of these and figure out where you want to make it. I'm actually going to be making mine at the back of my ultimate survival house, number 1. I think that it lacked a chicken coop. So to make the chicken coop, it's quite simple. You want to begin with a solid block on the ground. Start with like an oak wood plank. Then, I'm actually going to move it here. Start with an oak wood plank, and then you want to place a row of 2 oak wood slabs behind that plank. 1 and 2, like this. I'm going to destroy the original plank and replace it with a slab, so I now have a row of 3 oak wood slabs. I want to connect the first slab to the ground using a oak wood slab connected down to the ground just diagonally like this. This is going to be the front of the coop. Left and right of this row of 3 oak wood slabs, I want to have upside down spruce wood stairs, and I want them to point inwards so that they connect in such a way that it connects in a very natural way with the oak wood slab. I want that on the right, and I also want it on the left. You might find that you have to place a guiding block first just to place the upside down stairs, but we want to create a nice platform like that. On top of the 4 corners of the platform, I'm going to place an oak wood fence, like this. I want to place a spruce wood stairs facing outwards on top of each one of the oak wood fence, like this. I want to connect those fences together using spruce wood slabs front to back. I also want to place a white stained glass block in between the very center of each one of the stairs. I want to connect the stairs together at the front and the back, connecting them together using the upper half of the stairs, like this. Then I'm going to do an oak wood slab on top of each one of the spruce wood slabs that I placed. Then, if we want to, and this is completely up to you, you can fence off the chicken coop area using either spruce wood fence gates or using either maybe just more spruce wood fence, or more oak wood fence, I should say, like this. And that is fundamentally your chicken coop. Very simple. If you wanted to add a hopper, I do believe it's a hopper, yeah, if you wanted to add a hopper in the base of it, then you could absolutely do that, no problem. I'm sure that had place. Why isn't that placing? There we go. You could absolutely place one of those, no problem, and you could leave your chicken in there, and then it would produce eggs, and you could collect them at any given point in time. And also, something else that you might want to do is you might just want to add a little bit of a boundary around this place. So if you move outwards diagonally from each one of the stairs and place a spruce wood on the second diagonal like this, then you could easily, fence off the area using oak wood fence or some sort of other fence, completely up to you. You could make the area look very, very nice if you just wanted the singular chicken coop like this. You could even place spruce wood underneath each one of the actual stairs blocks to make it look a little bit nicer. And something that you can do, which is always optional, is you could add some artificial grass if you did want to make the build look a little bit cleaner. But all of these things are up to you, and I'm not going to do them to the entire build, just in case you're not even interested in that anyway. But you guys would now know how to take care of the area around the chicken coop. Very awesome little design, looks fantastic. That is the 3rd animal build taken care of. Now let's move on to the 4th tutorial, in which I'll show you how to make Cinnamon's favorite build, the miniature horse stable. So this is the 4th tutorial in which I show you how to make a miniature horse stables. If you want to make it, you will need some spruce wood, some oak wood fence, some wooden trapdoors, some oak wood stairs, some oak wood slabs, some spruce wood stairs, some spruce wood slabs, hay bales, and even cauldrons. If you do want to decorate the inside, you might not be bothered about that. So grab all of these things and figure out where you want to make it. I'm going to be making mine next to this awesome little tower house that I designed. It's an awesome little house, however, I do think it's lacking a horse stable. So I'm going to make one right about here, just on the left hand side. And to make this stable, it's very, very simple. You want to begin by placing a spruce wood on the ground. Place a spruce wood behind that spruce wood. Extend that spruce wood upwards by 1. Place a spruce wood stairs on top of that spruce wood facing outwards. Place an upside down oak wood stairs to the right of the stairs. Then place an oak wood slab going right of that oak wood stairs. Then you want to somehow find a way to place next to this an upside down oak wood stairs that faces like the opposite direction, like facing inwards like this. So you might have to place another block. On top of the center oak wood slab, you want to place another oak wood slab. Destroy the one below it to create a nice feature like that. Place a spruce wood stairs to the right of the second upside down oak wood stairs and connect it down to the ground using spruce wood. Place a spruce wood in front of that bottom spruce wood. Then you want to place an oak wood fence left and right of this empty space of 3. So like left and right of the inward parts of the spruce wood blocks that you placed on the ground. And you can also place a fence gate or something in between these if you want to prevent your wonderful horse running away. I know that I don't want Cinnamon to go anywhere, so I'll place that gate. However, once you've done that, we now want to take the bottom spruce woods, here at the back of the build, and we want to extend them backwards by 4 using the oakwood fence. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a spruce wood behind each one of those, then a spruce wood on top of those, and also connect them at the bottom together using oakwood fence. Place on top of each one of the upper spruce woods a spruce wood stairs facing outwards like this. That's perfect. You then want to place a spruce wood slab in front of each one of those stairs and in front of these stairs that you have at the beginning of the build like this. Connect those slabs together front to back, as you can see me doing right here. That's wonderful. And also on the back of this build, you do want to place behind each one of the spruce wood stairs, you want to place an upside down oakwood stairs, and you want to have an oakwood slab together in between them, just half a row above them. So you want to create that nice roof effect. All you then have to do is you just have to create the roof. So the roof's very, very simple. You want to, first of all, have a layer of hay that connects the spruce wood stairs together at the front and the back. So you want to connect the spruce wood stairs together at the front and the back. Then, one row higher, in between those 2 rows of bales of hay, you want to have more hay bales in rows of 3 up above, like this. So you can see that we've connected the stairs together, and then we want to have a row of 3 hay bales going from the front of the house to the back of the house like this. And it is better, by the way, if they are placed sideways. You get a much better effect because you can see the red band that is present in the hay bales, and that not only applies to like the top of the house, but it also applies to the bottom. However, it is a lot harder to place them on the bottom, so maybe just stick to the top or place them sideways if you're a little bit OCD like me later on. Now, if you want to decorate the actual horse stable, something that you might want to do is you might want to place underneath the fences maybe some spruce wood. I'd place it sideways just so that you get the color of the spruce wood, the nice dark brown color. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go all the way around like this. And I'm also going to fill the bottom of the stable in, and that includes underneath the fence gate at the front. I'm going to fill the bottom of the stable in with oakwood planks, or in our case, oakwood slab, because of course we don't have oakwood planks. I always bring slabs instead of planks these days, unless I have to place loads and loads of blocks. I just find it easier and a lot more efficient to just carry less blocks. But there we go. If you want, you can place some hay bales in the corner of your horse's stable, and you can even place a cauldron that kind of looks like a nice little feeding, like a feeding trough that contains water or food or whatever. And if you want to create like a bed for your horse, maybe even in the middle of the floor, you can, and this is optional, you can place like a layer of red hardened clay that's big enough for the horse, or wool might look a little bit better because wool is a little bit warmer, but that is completely up to you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, once you've done that, that will be the horse stable almost complete, because I've just forgot, we do need the wooden trapdoors, and I like to place wooden trapdoors around the front to outward spruce wood. So the ones that have the fence connecting together to form the entrance of the stable, and we can even replace that fence gate that we had there as well. And there you will have your lovely little miniature stable. Looks great. Hopefully you guys enjoy this build. So that is the 4th tutorial. Why don't I show you how to make my 5th and final animal house, which is of course the pig pen. So this is the 5th and final tutorial. This one, I'll show you how to make a pig pen. It's very, very simple. I'm going to be making mine next to this lovely little survival house. I'm going to place it here on the left-hand side because the right-hand side already has a little bit going on. And to make the pig pen, all you're going to need is some spruce wood, some stone slabs, some spruce wood fence, some spruce wood fence gates, spruce wood planks, oak wood planks, a little bit of podzol, and maybe even a cauldron. This does depend on whether you want to decorate it at all. So, to make this, all you're going to want to do is you want to start off with a spruce wood on the ground. Then place a stone slab on top of that. What we now want to do, this is the tricky bit, we want to place 2 upright diagonals with the stone slabs coming from that first initial stone slab. So these stone slabs want to be half a row above each other going to the right in this sort of fashion. We then want to take the second upright diagonal and we want to do 2 bottom right diagonals. So this is actually a little bit tricky to do because just of the nature of slabs, but we want to have our 2 diagonals that look like this coming downwards, so 2 bottom right diagonals like this. Connect that second bottom right diagonal down to the ground using spruce wood. We then want to take each one of those spruce woods and each one of those stone slabs, and we want to extend them backwards by 2 rows coming out of the back of the build. So that is the stone slabs, that is 2 rows coming backwards. Each one of those blocks, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we want to extend them backwards, and we want to do the same thing with the spruce wood. I've already done it. Seal up the back of this build using spruce fence. Also, come to the front of the build and place like spruce fence coming inwards from each of the like left hand side and the right hand side, just to create a bit of a barrier. You might even want to place like a little, like a layer of like oak wood planks or some sort of wood or something, just to create a nice little base for the actual pig pen itself. You might even want to extend it outwards by 1 row or 2 rows, or make a little jagged pattern like this. You can seal up the entrance by using a spruce fence gate if you so do wish, and then it's just a matter of taking care of the area. So if you wanted to, you could say place a spruce wood fence here, and like a spruce wood here and like a spruce wood there, maybe something like that, and maybe in like the back 2 corners. This area doesn't have to be symmetrical, by the way. It could not be symmetrical, it could just be a random shape. I think I've actually done a good job of making that symmetrical. And then you would just connect those 2 areas together using, say, like, maybe some oak wood fence instead of some spruce wood fence, maybe to keep it a bit lighter. Maybe, like, connect these areas together, make a fairly decent-sized pen like this. This could even include multiple pig pens or multiple pig houses, however you want to see it, like this. You could connect them together. You could throw, like, a cauldron, like maybe like a cauldron, or maybe even like a double cauldron like here on the right hand side, because of course the fences do not connect to the cauldrons, which is actually really good. You could have a double cauldron there. If you knock out some of the area around the pig house and maybe even like be less sparing with this, if you just kind of like use this all over the place, if you destroy the area and place some pods all in it, it'll actually look like pig muck, and it'll actually look like a pig lives here, because pigs live in how do I say, like, dirty atmospheres. Maybe even grab yourself some coarse dirt, if I can find it. There we go. So grab yourself some coarse dirt. You can achieve a similar effect with this. I've actually not used coarse dirt in any of the builds in this particular world, which is kind of crazy, but here we go. If we just kind of like mix up the area a little bit with some coarse dirt, doesn't look too bad, if I do say so myself. Looks pretty good. There we go, and there we have a wonderful looking little pig pen. Looks fantastic. That is the 5th and final build on this list, guys, and I don't know what else to tell you. There we go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little pig pen. So there we have it, guys. I've now shown you how to make each one of these 5 awesome miniature animal starter houses. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed the video, please do remember to like the video. That really helps me out. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, say hello down there in the comment section, and also please do click the little bell next to the subscription button. If you're already a subscriber and you don't want to say hi, that's alright, because you can suggest what else you would like to see next. Would you like to see more videos like this? Would you like to see other 5 houses of a particular design or a particular concept, or whatever's in your mind? Let me know down there in the comment section. If you do want to check out any more of the channel, which will feature all sorts of houses and builds and stuff, then please do check out the card system in the description below. I mean, if we take a very quick look around here and what you've already seen during this video, you'll see loads and loads of houses of all varying different descriptions and all varying different styles of house. Like if you wanted to check out, say, my suburban house playlist, then that'd have loads of suburban houses in it. If you wanted to check out my wooden house playlist, then you'd check out all of my other wooden houses in that wooden house playlist. The same thing goes for more modern designs, which we have right here, and so on and so forth. Survival houses, check out the survival house playlist. You guys get the point. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. I hope you did enjoy the video. Please do like it if you do. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.